nose is running.
Howdy guys, just very quickly. So we're just about to get the Corran ferry across to, well, to the other part of the mainland. We had to kind of do this crazy detour because of Guinness, because the only place we can get the cat food that she's eating is in Oban, so we had to come back over to Oban, do a shopping, and now we're getting the little Corran ferry, which is down there. Only takes about 10 minutes to get across. It'll save us having to drive all the way up around to Fort William. Right on the edge. Oh, scary! Stopped off for a little cuppa. Pretty nice views. We basically got off the ferry, and I've been looking forward to visiting Arundel Oak Nature Reserve for a couple of years now. So Nicola dropped me off. I had the bike. The plan being I was going to cycle up to the nature reserve, do a couple of hours photography, and then Nicola was going to come back and pick me up. She was going to Glenborrowdale RSPB to do a guided walk. Let me just come inside. A guided walk with one of the rangers. So first of all, literally Nicola's driving kind of just out of my view, and I see a sign saying that the walk that I was going to do photography is closed because of forestry. So I'm thinking, well, Nicola's not picking me up for another 3 hours. So I jumps on my bike and cycles the 10 miles. And I did stop off from time to time and do some photography, but 10 miles carrying all my gear. Ugh. Guided walk. No guide turned up.
And only me there.
So only Nicola there. So all in all, splendid weekend. Afternoon. But, and again, come on guys. Can't be bad, eh?
By the way, I've just eaten your cake.
You've just eaten my cake?
Yeah.
So as you know, we're members of Brit Stops. Love kind of just pulling into some of these, and I don't think we've stayed in a Brit Stop with such a fantastic outlook. Take a look at this. Very good.
Very nice.
Although I have just been informed that, because one of the reasons why we stopped here, we're about half an hour from Malag, where we're getting the ferry tomorrow. One of the reasons why we stopped here was because it said on their information that showers were £3, so we thought, great, we'll have a shower as well. So I asked the chappie in there, and he said, yeah, we've got showers, the outdoor showers, so just give me. And I'm like, outdoor showers? What? We've got one of those for free in the back of the van, so that should be interesting. So we are in Malag. We got a text message this morning from Calmac saying our service was likely to be disrupted, and so we had thought we'll just get a refund and drive. But we kind of thought, oh, come on, let's go and see whether or not we're going to get there. So we are here. We haven't been told it's not sailing. It is fairly windy, but I guess we'll just see what happens. So we're right in the queue now. I mean, it's only a 45-minute crossing, so hopefully if it is a bit choppy, it'll just be kind of, yeah, it'll be fine. guys, that was a little bit rough. Someone's a little bit nervous. We're still on the ferry, we're just coming into Skye now. Nice and smooth, obviously, in dock. So yeah, it was a wee bit queasy.
That was not good. That was scary.
Well, good morning from the Isle of Skye. I know we said earlier in the video that we probably wouldn't be recording much from the Isle of Skye, and this weekend we haven't. Again, it's been another working weekend, but we've had to change our plans a little bit. The wind last night, we were parked up. It was about 2 AM, we started getting buffeted about, and by 4 AM we were like, no, let's get out of here, and we drove down to lower levels and parked up and had a reasonable night. But we're due to go to Lewis and Harris on Tuesday, and of course the remnants of Hurricane insert crazy female name here is due to pass over this area. I think obviously the west of Ireland is getting it most, but basically, to cut a long story short, it's going to be crazy windy over in Harris and Lewis. And of course, one of the reasons why I wanted to get over there was to do a lot of beach photography, and it's just not going to be worthwhile doing. So one of the fantastic things with Calmac is looks like changing ferry tickets is actually pretty easy. So we just phoned up and said, look, can we move our ferry crossing from this coming Tuesday to Sunday? And they said, yeah, not a problem. So we're now, rather than doing the majority of Skye, when we come back from Harris and Lewis, we've now got kind of the rest of Sunday, Monday through Thursday, and then obviously we're back working again. So we've got 4 days now here in Skye to have a bit of a play about. But yeah, stormy.
It was just scary, and driving from the place we were down to here was a bit nerve-wracking.
It was, especially with kamikaze sheep. Right, enough of this work malarkey, which seems to be what we've been doing since we got onto Skye. Obviously we've changed our plans. We're going to be on Skye now until this time next week, so we're finally free of that thing called work. We're actually going to head up to the Old Man of Store and go for a bit of a walk up there. Obviously it's one of the sort of iconic locations on Skye. I was planning on one morning doing a sunrise photography session up there, but I don't think we're going to get to see much sunrise, so we're going to go up and have a bit of a bimble at it. Last time we were in Skye several years ago, we got about a quarter of the way up, and then the weather kind of defeated us. So we've got our waterproofs on, we've got our water in the back, and we're ready to get to the top this time. I think it takes about 40 minutes or so to walk up. So.
And I'm wearing my eagle headscarf in the hope there might be some eagles.
She stole that.
I did not steal it. I found it trodden into the mud on Mull, so I actually rescued it. Otherwise, it was just going to be neglected. I did not steal it.
I'm a small child. And Hilda, go see the Old Man of Store.
And trip up all the way.
A little bit windy.
You get blown sideways.
I've got a little bit more ballast about me. Made it up. It was about 45 minutes. Thankfully the rain has held off. Looks like there's a couple of little squalls moving through, but very beautiful indeed.
It's lovely, really lovely. Yeah. Now I'm wishing I had a second cereal bar because they were so tasty.
Or a fish supper. Yeah. But yeah, lovely today.
I think you could do with a coffee shop up here actually. I think it'd do well.
Someone should think about that.
Yeah.
But no, good to actually get finally out on the hoof, because kind of been a lot of van dwelling for the last week or so, so it's great to get the old legs working. Yeah, so I'm just going to hang out up here for a bit and then wander back down again. We like to be law-abiding citizens, so the sign says, so we better do it. We're being advised to go across. You see, whenever you obey the rules, you get to see places like this. Although we had just made it in here and all of a sudden we heard loads of rocks starting to fall. I think it was a sheep that knocked down a rock that then scared a couple of rabbits. Stunning.
Beautiful. Oh, my nose is running. Sorry about that.
Classy birds, Dave, classy birds. Halfway back down now. The promise of tea and cake continues. Unless the police are there to arrest her for stealing some kid's thing. Something else for you to steal, Nicola? A couple of days ago, Nicola got her 99th bird.
Woohoo!
So we're one away from the magic 100, and we have been reliably informed that there are great skewers potentially nesting over in that island, flying between the sort of the mainland and the island. What a fantastic bird that would be to be number 100. Do you realise they're also...
Nothing out at the moment though.
No. Skewers are also called the parrots of the sea because they don't catch their own food. They chase down other birds until it spits its food, and then the skewer goes in and gets it. It's a bit like me chasing down Nicola whenever she's got a big steak. Whoa. What a lovely place. So we actually drove down the little road to stay here tonight, so we're probably going to stay down in the slipway tonight, and it seems at the moment to be relatively sheltered. I think it is meant to be a bit calmer tonight.
And then I'm reckoning that might make a good road for a run in the morning.
And then that might make a good bath for a bath.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It might be a little bit too cold. Maybe if I put my wetsuit on.